Good evening, Sierra Leone. Good evening, Kono District. Good evening to all the Salon Pikine within the diaspora, Kono Pikine within the diaspora, and Una within back home na Sierra Leone. Particularly so I send this teladu to everybody within inside Kono District. And patriotic Sierra Leoneans within right across the globe, this message today na particularly for we all. Me na David Bongo, the canto from Kono News Network, and I want to tell thank you to the subscribers who now don't subscribe and always they listen to me. I want to tell you thank you. The one that will not subscribe it, if na first time this for watch me, please I dey ask for let you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that whenever I dey on, you will get the message. I want to discuss today about constitutional review. The constitutional review committee wey dem don set, wey parliament dey talk about, wey Sierra Leoneans dey say very they express various concerns over that. I go reach out to Kono groups them. Number one, wey na executives of Kono organizations, the one that within UK, the one that within US, the one that within every other part of the globe, where they fetch for let Kono go before. I want to tell on all thank you. And the message now for all Sierra Leoneans. Let we listen and as I go through. The first thing we are going to look at now the overview, why the constitutional review matters right now. The 1991 constitution been defined say how for get power, how for share power, and how power limited. One person not go get super special power where you not get checks and balances. Now that make them say the 1991 constitution it tell we how for win power, how for share power, and how power for be limited. Any review process must inspire public trust. If the review process not inspire public trust, then it make let people they cast suspicion over why the review process they take place. The timing also very matter. Reforms proposed close to elections raise legitimacy concerns. The reform, will they do them for the interest of the nation or for address some political gains? If we not do that, then it will excuse me. If we not do that, then it creates some problem. Also, we get to look at a key question like this. Is this review strengthening democracy or reshaping it for political advantage? This na question for all Salon people there. The review where we dey look at right now, where the government they try for bring count to the nation. Now for let it strengthen democracy, or now for just for reshape political advantage. So that question they now for everybody where they watch and now for all Salon people there. So process related concerns. The how problem. Limited civic education on what is being reviewed and why. How much education they don't give to the Salon community for make the people they understand why this review actually very important. How much person know about constitutional review and how the public go participate in this constitutional review? That now another big question we need for understand. So the process related concerns there, how and why problem now in this. Many rural communities lack access to constitutions or simplified explanations. If you go to them villages there, if you go to Boku side of the provinces there, not all man get idea about constitution. And wetin dem call constitution, with people they not even get an idea about it. So the risk na in this, a top-down constitution instead of people-driven one. Now we want. Where we want for let we make a review and reform, we get for make sure say the constitution everybody participates in the review process. So, can citizens defend a constitution they never fully understood or helped to shape? If people do not understand the constitution and they not participate, that constitution that you feel say it is serve the nation and not serve the nation. So we also get political dominance over the review process. Most times when constitutional review they take place, the government in power can seem to have a heavy hand over the other one the way they in opposition. And even some of the people that were within the government will not support the system, not be able to get a lot of voice for say. So perception that ruling party interests overweigh or outweigh national consensus is highly in place. Weak opposition leverage in shaping final outcomes than itself a day. Then fear of constitutional engineering rather than reform. Would they understand say entrenched clauses then entrenched clauses the waiting go be the repercussion and Sierra Leoneans they need for get a proper education about all them thing and they so that the review process go get credibility and the people then go establish high level of trust in them. We will talk also about the timing and electoral suspicion. Constitutional changes proposed after disputed elections create mistrust. Citizens may ask, why now? Why not earlier? So then so now the thing and this way can create some concern amongst the people then. Also I will come to this proportional representation. What it is, why it's controversial. Proportional representation, we have been not talk about this before in my earlier videos. And as he say, inside the entire country, wetin proportional representation really mean na representation by percentage. Either it become a regional representation or political party representation. Proportional representation they feel they select whether they want for let it represent them. Not to election they carry the people dem go na parliament. Na selection they carry the people dem go na parliament. And this proportional representation, why do we really need it? When we look at proportional representation across the country, it dey disenfranchise the people dem, the electorate, because the people dem wey dem want for vote for, dem no dey end up for get dem people dem dey na parliament. And e dey end up for be say the political party dem na dem dey choose and force the people dem down the throat of the electorate. So proportional representation really not dey represent the people dem, it dey represent political parties. So what proportional representation actually means? Parties gain seats based on percentage of votes, not constituency victories. Also, MPs are chosen from party list, not directly elected by voters. So now that proportional representation mean na the political party then they choose the MP the way for go. So this now the big question we will get. What if the people the way they represent the people them, the electorate not elect them people then they, but then the political party wants them just because of popularity or because of their own interest. So you deny the people them for let them send people the way they want, representative the way they want in a parliament, and instead the political party they choose the one the way they feel say na go promote their interest in the province or na this region of the country where they dey. So voters cannot punish poor performance at the ballot box at all. When somebody or a politician not perform very well, the voter they not get anything for do for pull and commodity. So they cannot punish the incompetent politicians simply because they are appointed by their political parties. So this is not the question I will ask. Who truly represents you? Whether they represent the people then, the voter or the party bosses? Whether they really represent with people then? Because some representative then they will not connect with the constituencies then. They not get any linkage with the constituencies then. So that means even if they do well or not, the people then at the constituency not get anything for do with them. So this let go to with people then back home na Sierra Leone. Proportional representation. The only way me opinion feel say it go work. The one the way the political party get for choose, let them become electable. Let we say we get primary elections. Inside that primary election, let the people them, the electorate choose the one the way they want for let them go represent every political party. Otherwise, if they just left am open for let the political party generate a list, and not go be representative of the people. So that is my own personal opinion. Make the people they elect. When they don't elect the people, then the government of the day or the political party can choose among them people then they. So these na some of the consequences then. Weakening of constituency representation. No direct MP for a specific chiefdom, ward, or district. Rural and marginalized communities lose a clear voice in parliament, and MPs become national figures, not community advocates. When proportional representation take precedence, MPs then they become national figures, ordinary national figures. They no dey represent dem communities dem. They don't advocate for dem communities dem because they know say whether they do am or not, dem community they no go able do them anything. Also, party elitism and internal power abuse can arise as a result of proportional representation. Party leaders control ranking on party list, encourages patronage, favoritism, and silencing of dissent within parties. When you not agree with the party bosses them or the hierarchy them, you know they become favorable on being on the list. So women and youth inclusion can be manipulated, not guaranteed. So how governance and accountability risk can come in during proportional representation? Number one, reduced accountability. Where na political party appoint you, you dey become so loyal to the political party and not to the nation. MPs fear party removal more than voter rejection. Also, oversight of the executive becomes very, very weak, and parliament risk becoming a rubber stamp. Parliament go just dey there no more, but the political party then get the power. Next, we go talk about threats to separation of powers. Strong executive plus party-controlled legislature will be equal to power imbalance. Excuse me. I will go over that again. Strong executive plus party-controlled legislature results to party or power imbalance. That means if we get too much power to political parties, then you go find out say even the lawmaking na parliament go be affected and not go be effective because every parliamentarian go move more to wetin in political party want rather than wetin the nation need. Constitutional safeguards risk being symbolic, not functional. So now some of the disadvantages and then of proportional representation. So at the end of it all, we go see say trust crisis in democratic institutions get for arise. Citizens already skeptical of elections and courts. Citizens do not get too much trust in the electoral processes. They not get too much trust in the court system. The PR imposed without broad consensus deepens apathy and protest politics. So wetin go be with national unity and stability concerns? Ethno-regional tensions then go come, perception that PR benefits urban or dominant political blocs. Also risk of depending or deepening north-south urban-rural divides get for come. The already division they will get, the north versus south, rural versus urban areas, then they go deep in even more. So wetin go be with diaspora and youth exclusion? Limited structured input from diaspora stakeholders. Also youth voices often consulted symbolically, not substantively. So the key questions the way I go ask na in this. Should major electoral reforms require a national referendum? Can PR work in Sierra Leone without strong internal party democracy? Is constituency representation negotiable in a country with deep local identities? How do we prevent constitutional reform from becoming constitutional capture? These are some key questions the way I go and let we ponder over. Let we continue. The way forward. Balanced opposition or options to discuss. For let we able move positively forward, hybrid system, PR versus constituency seats, maybe we're supposed to start for think about that. Like how I've been saying, before the political party actually choose who that they want, make the people them vote in them people them first. When they vote you, you win, then the political party can create a list from that particular list there. So it will be a hybrid of proportional representation and constituency seats. So constitutional referendum before implementation is very important. Independent review panel with equal ruling and then opposition representation. That is a very eminent. And then mandatory nationwide civic education before adoption. Make people then get more education about constitutional reviews, the pros and cons before ever then they implement them. So I go give una this closing statement. A constitution must protect citizens from power, not power from citizens. The real question is not what politicians want, but what democracy in Sierra Leone truly needs. I go over that again. A constitution must protect citizens from power, not power from citizens. The real question is not what politicians want, but what democracy in Sierra Leone truly needs. So, inside here, I will go for give me closing remark and personal opinions again. Let we not force proportional representation pan Sierra Leoneans them. I know say yes, where government dey in power, then get a strong hand for make decisions where sometimes the opposition not go able get anything for say against that. But in this particular case, both opposition and the ruling government representatives and people then they will not want proportional representation. A higher percentage of Sierra Leoneans they cry against proportional representation because the MPs they will get, most of them not even sabi the constituencies they way they represent. Most of them not they connect with the people then. So if we push the proportional representation down at people then truth, now the constituencies then go for suffer. How much time MPs then they hold meetings na their constituencies? How many interactive meetings they way then they get na town halls? Which MPD we don't stand out tall or prominently for sure say yes, this MP dey connect with him people dem all the time. From where this proportional representation start, how many MPs dem don hold meetings with dem constituencies? So let we think about that. As the decision still dey go on, dem no accept am yet, e no become a law yet. Sierra Leoneans dem let we think about this. Proportional representation not good for we, and if ever we not able stop that particular action for take place, let we get a hybrid of proportional representation and constituency representation. Let the people then vote for the one the way they want, then the political party they can choose amongst the one and they. Me na David Bongbo, the country owner from Corner News Network. I hope say we go pay much attention to this particular one here so, and let we share, like and comment. When I will not join this group yet, wanna subscribe Una hit the notification bell and share as always. Once more,